Welcome back to Tom's Garage again. Good morning. Today, pow, it's a Yard Machines by MTD 6.75 Auto Choke Quantum. This was in all that stuff that other fella brought me. Pressure washer and chainsaw and weed eater. He said all this stuff's been in his garage for years without being used. I fixed his one of his chainsaws, and he said, well, I'll just bring the rest of my stuff. I said, okay. But this, he said he's going to get this running again and give it to his sister, so we're going to go through this thing. We're going to check it out. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm using the camera with the floppy tripod. That's why I'm going to try not to move it around as much. Okay. Let's check the Earl. This one's missing its sticker, so there's no telling. Oh yeah, it's on the other side. That's what it was. Yeah, we got the model and serial number and stuff if we need it. We'll change that oil. It's kind of low and dark and nasty. Check the fuel tank. See what's in there, if anything. Ooh, that thing's completely bone dry. Don't even smell like anything's in it. Let's pull that air filter off. Let's see what we got here. Huh, not bad. We can just blow that out and put it back on. Somebody put a Honda filter in it. That's all right, I put Briggs filters in Hondas all the time. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pull that fuel line off right there, see if anything at all is on the bottom. Because these quantum engines, you can't see the bottom of the tank. You know, it's can't really see back there. You can't do it. So we'll just pull it off right here. Okay. And see if anything's in there. Nope. Completely dry. Which is a good sign. This thing looks like it ain't really got that much use on it. Looks like it might have been winterized before they stored it. That's good for me. Maybe it won't put up such a fight. Well, I'll tell you what, let's just put some gas in it and see if it'll run. That's the most logical thing to do. Otherwise, we've got to clean the carburetor. Yay! Put some fuel in it and give it a minute to make sure it's not leaking. You know how these carburetors like to leak around the needle and seat. Put some fuel in it. That's enough fuel in it. Put that drain in there. Okay. All right, we'll give it a minute here to see if that thing leaks. Really nice looking lawnmower. It's just dusty from sitting. Just a little dusty. Okay. Let me put the gas cap back on it. Put the glass clap back on it. I don't think I'm leaking yet. Make sure the choke shaft ain't froze up. It is. Something's going on with it. Something's going on. Let me pull that cover off. Something's going on with it. I can't move the choke. Something's stuck. It's probably got a big rat nest inside the engine cover. Probably. Could be. Now, why can't we move this? I think that choke shaft might just, well, I don't know. I don't see any gumminess in there at all. Oh, look at there. That's what it is. It's not in its little groove. That's what it is. That is supposed to be inside here. Well, let's fix it. That thing would have smoked and chugged and puked and, yeah. That's what it is. I wonder if they were using it like that, because something like that don't just happen. I bet it was like that from the factory, because this thing looks like it has never been touched. I bet it was like that when they bought it. I bet you that spark plug is black. I'm gonna pull that spark plug out and look and see if it's black. See, that's how it's supposed to. That's how it's supposed to be. Mercy, mercy. I bet you they went through spark plugs. See, I can tell that it's been replaced before. That's the NGK. That's been replaced before, and this thing looks like it has hardly any use on it. So we'll put us a good champion J19LN in there. Go! Boy, they got that thing tight. Black. Black from running rich. Yep. Because while this engine's running, it was holding that choke closed, and I bet you they didn't know any better and just used it like that. Betcha. Okay, it's been sitting there long enough to know it ain't got no leaks. What I can tell, it does look like it's got a leak. I'll show you. That's probably why the fuel tank was empty. That's probably why the fuel tank was empty. It looks to me like the fuel line or the bowl gasket, because the throat inside the carburetor is dry. Looks like it seeped out there, come around here, following this contour, got the gasket wet. It's either the bowl, yeah, look at there, completely wet. Not enough to make it drip. That's why I didn't notice it. I wonder if it's that fuel line or bowl gasket. It's really difficult to say. We'll go ahead and pull this carburetor off and check it out. But it's leaking from somewhere, and we're going to find out where. We are yep, saturated. Saturated. Golly. Hey-ah. Well, we got the tank full of gas now. We can't just pull the line off of it. Let's see, let's get some new fuel line. Let's get a piece of new fuel line. Let's see, it needs to be about as, get a piece about that long. Clamps. Let's see, that needs to go that way, that can go that way, that goes that way. Put that right there. Somebody asked me the other day to do a video on that. I made these fuel line clamps. I just took a couple of pieces of metal, put them on a grinding wheel, shaped them up real nice. A couple of pieces of metal. I just tack welded it there and there. Lid. All right, gotta be quick. Gotta be quick. Well, I ain't got it tight enough. Well, it works with old fuel line better than new. Keeps wanting to slide off. Let me cut this heater off over here. I got gas fumes. It's 65 degrees in here anyway. Ooh, dangerous. Let's carry this over to the light. I don't see any obvious cuts or anything in it. Pinholes. I'm hoping this is where it was leaking. Can't tell. So we're going to put a new fuel line on there. We're going to give it a new bowl gasket. Okay, let's get this carburetor off. I don't want to lose this thing. I don't want to have to pull that engine cover off. Easy. It was leaking right in here. It's either the bowl gasket or that fuel line. Put this back on that tube over there. Hi, let me grab my favorite carburetor trimming pan. Hey! Okay, let's stick this on there. Make sure that goes all the way on. I went to Napa also. That reminds me, I went to Napa years ago. I don't use them. I got these fuel line clamps too. Somehow or another, you're supposed to be able to release it. There it goes. You take a little ratchet. These are pretty cool. Never really used them. Huh. I just like these little cheap things right here. You can get these on Amazon for just a few bucks. Or any auto parts store, Walmart. Wherever they sell automotive stuff. Okay. Let's take a gander at this El Carburetor. El Carburetor. Blow it off. Now, it's still dripping. By golly, it's leaking from somewhere. It ain't coming out of the vent. It's like it's coming out of the bowl gasket. Huh. The inside of the carburetor is completely dry. I think it's the bowl gasket. Will do. I hope. Oh yeah, that's what it is, just a bowl gasket. Look at that nasty thing. That thing's hard as a rock. God. Yeah, I'd say this thing's been sitting for a good while. As clean as that thing looked, it looks like it hardly been used. It's just dry rotted bowl gasket. Let me look over here at the date code. I want to see what year this thing is. If I can get around here to it. Let's see what it says. 2009. I'll be 16 years old this year. Sweet 16. Eesh. Sweet 16. Oh, that reminds me, I need to put some more bowl gaskets on the spring parts order list. I have got to get that done. Golly. I'm glad I noticed that was a little wet. I'd be embarrassed to give this thing back to him like that, especially when he's going to give it to his sister, and she's probably going to keep it in her garage with a water heater with a pilot light and all that stuff. Can't lose that gasket. It wasn't leaking enough to see it drip or anything really. You would probably had just a constant smell of gasoline. You wouldn't know where it's coming from. Who would have thought it was coming from the lawnmower when you got 2 or 3 cars in there and other stuff? I'll put this on the wire wheel. Weary wheel. Ooh, camera's about to fall over. God, I hate that tripod. Well, you can't get in there. Tell you what I'll do. Tell you what we'll do. We'll just come right over here. We'll just come right over here and put a brand new bowl on it. And it comes with a gasket. Whatever this is. Oh, that's the gasket for the main jet. Aha! Look at there. Oh, that's what we'll do. This gasket here still feels pretty good. It's pliable. I don't know how old this thing is. It's been sitting on the shelf for years. Oh, I just robbed bowls off the other carburetors as I need them. I've run across that the other day and forgot I had it. I bought that hardware store out a few years ago, some years ago, and 4 or 5 years ago, whenever it was. And, well, you know, I don't know why I brought this over here. The carburetor is over here. Okay. I got to clean that real good. Let me pull this plug off here. That needle and everything was still seating good. We certainly have to clean that though. Let's see. Do this on the wire wheel. I usually destroy this little gasket on there when I do that. We'll just get a new gasket. That thing is probably rotten anyway too. Nice and clean. Now let's go find another gasket. Let's see, needle bolt gaskets. Needle, air filter housing gasket. Let's put her back together. It's got a little rust or something on there. A little bit of tarnish. Okay, brand new bowl. Gotta make sure this main jet is clean. Can't get the hole. Oh, it's perfectly open. Sometimes when you use an impact to run that down with, it'll split that gasket. I have done it. All right. Let me hit pause. I believe dinner's ready, and when I come back, we'll slap this thing together and run it. Y'all hang with. All right, let's get her back together. Get her back together. Grab my ratchet. Well, I gotta charge my flashlight. Yeah, if I hadn't noticed that being off, I probably would have missed. Nah, I probably wouldn't have missed that fuel leak. I would have come in the morning and I would have smelled it. I would have known that somebody was leaking. Let's see, we'll cut it right about here. All right, let her go ahead and be filling up. Okay. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna fire this thing up. And then we'll finish putting it back together when we know it runs good. That's what we'll do. Turn the table. Nice and dry. Anything under the mower, anything laying on the table. Yep, right there. Wow. Okay, let's lower the table. Let's fire this baby up. We'll crank it up and let it get warm, and then we'll put it back together, flip it over, drain the oil, and sharpen blade. Then what I'm gonna do? Well, yeah, I'll go ahead and crank it here. She should have plenty of time to fill. Let's see what we got. All right. Put a new air filter in it. That was kind of dirty. We've done this much, we might as well do more. Okay. Now we'll flip it over and sharpen the blade. Drain the oil. Grab the bucket. Okay. Now back the camera up. I know I'm fixing to whack it with the handles. Okay, let that be draining. Let that be draining. We'll come around here and get the blade off. Getting kind of thin. Blade duct looks good. Doesn't look like they ever hit anything. They must have a lot of gravel and stuff in their yard. Okay. Yeah, I can tell this has always been hand sharpened. Okay, let's throw this door open, man. Let's sharpen this blade. Throw the door open. It's warmed up pretty good out there now. it ain't. Ooh, it is pretty nippy out here. Let me grab my safety glasses. Grab your safety glasses. Pretty good, pretty good. Hang on this nail up here and oh, that's perfect. Yeah. I don't mind losing a little heat because I'm going in the house when I get done with this. I'm tired and cold. All right, let's put it back together. All right. Let's see if she's finished dribbling. She is. Well, she was. I just dumped oil all over the Now we got a big mess to clean up over here. Look at that mess I just made. Yeah. That's all right, it'll be warm enough Friday. I can turn the water hose on and wash some of this stuff. Good grief. That oil was black in there. Boy, I made a mess. I'm dead, I made a big old mess. I've never done that. I made a big old mess. Let's clean that off real good. Let that evaporate. It's probably good for that bell cable right there to get oil on it. That's good for it. That muffler is nice and cold now because when I hit pause a while ago, I went inside and had dinner. So it was cooled down a lot. Okay, that's good enough. Let's put some oil in it. Grab your okie jug. Let's see how much I can overfill it. There's probably not enough left in this jug here to fill too much. All right. Nope, jug's empty. I gotta refill it. Gotta refill my okie jug. Give that a minute to settle on down out of that tube. Boy, I did. I made a good mess. It all shot out when I tipped it back over. Let's see how much we overfilled it. Just barely overfilled it. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'll take that. Perfect. Well, I did. I got oil everywhere when I done that. That's how I will clean it. Clean it later. Okay. Okay, let's lower the table down and be done with this. Clean the carburetor, replace the float bowl, main jet gasket, air filter base gasket, fuel line, clamp, spark plug, change the oil, sharpen the blade, and clean the carburetor. Yay, it runs good. I ain't gonna crank it again because I got it saturated on that muffler with oil. All right, boys and girls, thanks for, I still got these glasses on. No wonder I can't see nothing. There you are. Well, thanks for watching another Tom Newby video, boys and girls. Love y'all to death, man. Y'all take care of each other. Holler if you need me, and we'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Love y'all.